today we are going to be speaking about Shannon Matthews. So Shannon Matthews was 9 years old at the time of her disappearance. She was last seen at 3:10 p.m. on the 19th of February 2008 outside her school. She had been swimming at school and her school was half a mile from where her home was. So at 6:48 p.m, her mother, Karen Matthews, called the police due to Shannon not returning home from school when she realised that it had been quite a long time. It occurred in Dewsbury in West Yorkshire, and the police started to search straight away for Shannon. The search eventually included more than 200 people. There was 1,500 motorists that were questioned to see if they'd seen anything, and 3,000 houses were actually searched to see if Shannon had been kidnapped. More than 250 officers and 60 detectives were involved in this case, and so this became the largest investigation since the Yorkshire Ripper. So of 27 specialist victim recovery dogs in the UK, 16 were used, so it was quite a big case. The Sun newspaper offered £20,000 for any information leading to the discovery of Shannon Matthews, and they increased this to £50,000 after 20 days of her being missing. And 2 websites also made appeals for information. Karen Matthews, the mother, made several public appeals, and the detective constable Christine Freeman said that Karen had strange behaviour. So she went to the house of Karen and she found that Karen and her boyfriend Meehan were playing Xbox. Now, I don't know about you, but if my kid was missing, I don't think I'd be sat there playing Xbox. Also, Freeman said that she recalls Karen was dancing to her ringtone when her phone went off because it was a pop song, and Karen just randomly started dancing. And again, I don't know, but I don't think that I'd be in the mood for dancing if my kid was missing. Karen's friend, Natalie Brown, also began to doubt her. She said that when the cameras weren't around, Karen just didn't care about her daughter being missing. Shannon was on TV in an appeal for information, and Karen said, "Look, she's famous now, don't worry, she's definitely coming home." So Karen also spoke to press against police advice because the police said that this could put Shannon's life at risk. However, she went to speak to the press anyway, which is really weird because I wouldn't want to do anything to jeopardise my child's life. Officers got a tip-off from neighbours. Neighbours heard child's footsteps in a house, and police investigated and found Shannon 24 days after she went missing. So she was found in her stepfather's uncle's house, Mr. Donovan, and she was found hidden in the base of a divan bed. So the uncle Donovan, he had learning difficulties and had an IQ that was half of the national average. Shannon had been tethered to the bed, and she had also been drugged with a sedative to keep her quiet. However, further tests actually revealed that Shannon had been drugged for up to 2 years before she was kidnapped. Donovan, who was the uncle, he was arrested at the scene, and Shannon was placed under police protection. She was cared for by social services, and Karen, her mother, was also arrested. So Donovan, the uncle, he was charged with kidnapping, false imprisonment, and committing acts intended to pervert the course of justice, and this was on the 17th of March 2008. So he made an unsuccessful suicide attempt on April 6, 2008. Meehan, her stepfather, was also arrested on the 2nd of April 2008 for suspicion of possessing indecent images of children. So this occurred after police were investigating home computers to try and see if they had any involvement into the disappearance of Shannon Matthews. So he was charged with 2 offences due to 49 images. So the images were in stage 1, 2, 3 and 4, and he was sentenced to 20 weeks in prison. However, he was released due to time spent in remand, which I think is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think 20 weeks was long enough in the first place, but I'm not a judge, so that's not up to me. Karen Matthews was also arrested on suspicion of attempting to pervert the course of justice, and she was charged with child neglect and preventing the course of justice. So in September at her hearing, she was also charged with kidnapping and false imprisonment. So both Donovan and Karen were sentenced to 8 years each. Karen was released in 2012 after serving half of her sentence, and Donovan had actually already been released by this point. Shannon Matthews, she suffered nightmares and terrors and needed regular psychotherapy counselling. However, she was later given a new identity and placed with a foster family where she remains today. So her life turned around for the better. It was seen in news headlines that maybe the family did this for money, but it maybe didn't quite work out the way they planned. I think it's disgusting what she did to her own daughter, and I don't think that she got long enough in prison. But let me know down in the comments if you feel differently, and if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, and remember to hit the notification bell so that you can get regular updates. Also, my Twitter is the best place to find scheduling updates if I maybe don't post 1 week like last week. I cannot share community posts on here at the moment, so Twitter is the best place to find me, and there's a link down in the description for that. So that's it for today, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.